Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to add or subtract rational expressions that have different denominators. So everyone knows that when you add or subtract a denominator, a fraction rather, you need to have the same denominator. So what we can do in this case to find out where 5 and 3 actually meet is you can either know that they meet at 15 first, or you can say 5, 10, 15, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and that you see that they meet at 15 first. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that the denominators end up becoming a 15. The way we can do that is by multiplying the 5 by a 3 and the 3 by a 5. But whatever you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top. Otherwise, you would be changing the value of the fraction. You see, if you multiply something by 3 and then divide it by 3, you're really not changing the problem. You're making it into 1. Okay? So now, let's get rid of this. When you multiply fractions, you multiply top times top. So 2x times 3 is 6x, and 1 times 5 is 5. Make sure we bring our plus with us. The denominator, 5 times 3 and 3 times 5, both give us 15. Now that those match, I'm able to keep the denominator and combine the numerator. 6x plus 5 is 6x plus 5. Do not say 11x or anything else. You cannot combine them. So this is the final answer for this. Now you'll notice that I separated my fractions by a lot because I want you to be able to fit whatever new denominator that you're going to multiply the top and bottom by to get the common denominator. I want some room there, okay? So let's do this. 4 and 8 meet at 8. So what I can do here is I can times this person by 2, but as long as I do it to the top. Now, if you want, you don't have to. You multiply this by 1. Take a look at what you have. 3x times 1 is 3x. 8 times 1 is 8. 1 times 2 is 2, and 4 times 2 is 8. So we multiply top times top, bottom times bottom. Now, since the denominators match, I'm going to keep the denominator and combine the numerator. So what I do now is keep 3x plus 2 over 8, and you're done there. Okay, now I'm going to get a little bit more, well, this one's easy, and then we're going to go on to a little bit more complicated ones. Where do 10 and 5 meet? Remind yourself that you're not allowed to add fractions unless they match in the denominator. So what I'm doing there is I'm multiplying top and bottom by 2. What you have now is take your time. Don't do anything quick. 2x times 4. Remember, this is a negative 2x. Negative 2x times 2 is negative 4x over 10. Because the denominators match, you keep the denominator and you just subtract the numerator. 7x minus 4x is 3x. All right. Where do 2, 3, and 6 first meet? Well, if you think about it, 2, 4, 6, 8, 3, 6, 9, 12, 6, 12, they all meet at 6 first. So I need to get all these denominators to a 6. So I'm going to times it by 3, times this by 2, times this by 1. You don't have to times it by 1 if you don't want to. But now look what happens. 3 times x is 3x, 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times x is 2x, 3 times 2 is 6. Negative x times 1 is negative x, 6 times 1 is 6. Since the denominators match, I'm going to keep the denominator. And then all you're going to say is 3x plus 2x is 5x, 5x minus 1x is 4x. That's your answer. You can reduce that because 4 and 6 have a 2 in common. You can divide both of them by 2, and you get 2x over 3. So this is simplest form. Okay, now, folks, when you have two letters, their common denominator is each other. So what I mean by that is the common denominator between x and y is xy. So I'm going to put a y here and then put that there. And I'm going to put an x here and put that there. Now they are common. So we have 1y in the numerator, xy in the denominator, minus 1x in the numerator. Yx can be written as xy. So now they're done, and now you're going to go y minus x. You don't need to put the ones there because it's understood there's a 1. So that's how we do that. Here, in our next problem, I have an x here, and I also have an x here. I'm missing a 3. So I'm going to put a 3 here. I'm missing a 3 in this one here. So I'm going to put a 3 here. I'm going to put a 3 here. This looks like 3x, and that's incorrect. You have to put parentheses around it. If you don't, it's wrong. So now you have 5x plus 3 over 3x plus 3x plus 3 over 3x. You're going to keep the denominator and add the numerator. 5x and 3x makes 8x, and 3 and 3 makes 6. And that's your final answer. If I'm going too fast, pause the video and you try the questions by yourself. These are my last two problems. Where does x plus 2 and x plus 3 meet? Well, they meet at each other. What I mean by that is, I'm going to wrap this first. I'm going to put an x plus 3 from this person here. And I'm going to do that here as well. I'm going to put an x plus 2 here. And an x plus 2 here. So now in my numerator, I get 4x plus 12 over, I'm never going to distribute the bottom. Leave it just as is. Plus 7x plus 14 over the bottom. And then you just have to add the top. And so you're going to say, come on, hello. You're going to say 4x and 7x make 11x. And you're going to say 12 and 14 make 26 over the bottom. Okay, now our final problem of the day is this one right here. 2x plus 1 and 2x minus 1 are two different things. They're two different variables. They're two different expressions. They are not the same, okay? So what you have to do is you literally have to give 2x minus 1 here and here, and 2x plus 1 here and here. We're going to go 10x minus 5 over 2x plus 1 times 2x minus 1 plus 6x plus 3 over 2x plus 1 times 2x minus 1. You're going to add the numerator and you get 16x, and you're going to subtract, combine negative 5 plus 3 to give you a negative 2. So you're left with 16x minus 2 in the numerator, and then the denominator stays the same. I have no room to show you, but the final answer is 16x minus 2 divided by 2x plus 1 times 2x minus 1. Come back for our next video where we're going to take it one step further, okay? We're going to have to factor. But this is good for now. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment, and I hope you subscribe so you can stay updated with all of my videos.